Who will replace Binotto? After weeks of rumors, Mattia Binotto's departure as Ferrari team principal will take place at the end of the current calendar year, according to Ferrari. Before the 2019 season, Binotto, who joined the team in 1995 as an engine engineer, assumed his present position as team principal. After having difficult seasons in 2020 and 2021, Ferrari took advantage of the introduction of F1's brand new rules to become a front-running powerhouse, claiming a 1-2 finish with drivers Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz at the 2022 season's opening race in Bahrain. However, Leclerc and Ferrari's championship hopes were undermined despite some additional early season success due to a combination of unreliability, strategy blunders, and driver errors, combined with rival Red Bull's relentlessness. At first, Ferrari dismissed media allegations of a structural change within the team, but when more rumors surfaced following the season finale in Abu Dhabi, Scuderia issued a statement on Tuesday morning confirming that Binotto had resigned as team principal. Binotto stated, "With the regret that this entails, I have decided to conclude my collaboration with Ferrari. I am leaving a company that I love, which I have been part of for 28 years, with the serenity that comes from the conviction that I have made every effort to achieve the objectives set. I leave a united and growing team. A strong team, ready, I'm sure, to achieve the highest goals, to which I wish all the best for the future. I think it is right to take this step at this time, as hard as this decision has been for me. I would like to thank all the people at Gestione Sportiva who have shared this journey with me, made up of difficulties but also of great satisfaction." Benedetto Vigna, CEO of Ferrari, added when asked about Binotto's departure, "I would like to thank Mattia for his many great contributions over 28 years with Ferrari and particularly for leading the team back to a position of competitiveness during this past year. As a result, we are in a strong position to renew our challenge, above all for our amazing fans around the world, to win the ultimate prize in motorsport. Everyone here at the Scuderia and in the wider Ferrari community wishes Mattia well for the future." Binotto leaving Ferrari brings to light the troubles the Italian company has with signing team principals, as he became a victim of the company's revolving doors of leaders. As we go through the company's history, we see that Binotto suffered a repeated fate when it came to leading the Ferrari F1 team. Stefano Domenicali was the team's leader when Ferrari last won the Constructors' Championship title in 2008. He left 6 years later, after a disastrous 2014 season for the team. After Domenicali left, Marco Mattiasi took control, negotiated a deal with Sebastian Vettel, and then made room for Maurizio Arrivabene. At the end of the 2018 Formula One season, Arrivabene was finally replaced by Mattia Binotto, and now Binotto is experiencing the same fate. The issue of Binotto's replacement now that he is out of the sport makes for an engaging discussion. Ferrari reportedly tried to make Christian Horner a hefty offer but was turned down, according to a report by Dieter Renken. So let's look at the alternatives that Ferrari might consider in order to replace Mattia Binotto. Frédéric Vasseur. One of the main candidates to take Mattia Binotto's place on the team is French team manager Frédéric Vasseur. The Alfa Romeo team manager has been instrumental in the team's increase in competitiveness this season and has been able to keep the squad afloat over the past few seasons. Furthermore, Vasseur is a seasoned motorsports veteran and one of the most respected voices in the paddock. One of the main factors working against Vasseur is some of the controversial decisions he has made regarding the team's driver lineup. The selection of Guanyu Zhou over Theo Pourchaire was controversial, as was the team's apparent lack of success with the driver lineup consisting of Kimi Räikkönen and Antonio Giovinazzi in the previous years. Vasseur's management approach could also be regarded as a touch overly conservative, which could be a detriment to a front-running team like Ferrari. Ross Brawn. Ross Brawn announced his departure from the sport at the end of the year, but when he left Mercedes in 2014, he did something similar. The legend of F1 would rather spend his time fishing instead of worrying about the challenges of managing a team. Having said that, Brawn has one of the best resumes and careers in the history of the sport. He won championships with Benetton, Ferrari, and Brawn GP and left Mercedes on the brink of one of the team's most legendary seasons, which he helped create. Brawn may be the one to lead Ferrari back to its prime because he is aware of what works and what doesn't at the team. On the other hand, Brawn is aware of how challenging it is to manage the Italian team and would not want to add his name to the list of individuals who have failed as their team principal in the past. And with other younger team leaders like Toto Wolff and Christian Horner, who are two of the sport's toughest competitors, will he be able to handle them as a 71-year-old? In the end, Ross Brawn might not want to take this job and risk ruining his well-deserved reputation in the F1 paddock. Andreas Seidl. Andreas Seidl may be a name that has remained under the radar when it comes to replacing Binotto. It is underrated how important the McLaren team manager was in restoring the team's reputation following the Honda disaster. Seidl has a history of winning races with Porsche in endurance racing, and he has since built up a strong resume in Formula One as well. Ferrari may be keeping an eye on Seidl and placing him extremely high on the list of likely candidates. McLaren would most likely have Seidl sign a long-term contract with the team given how well regarded he is in the F1 paddock. If that's not the case, it's questionable how well Ferrari will function with a German running the Italian team in the rather political structure that is the Ferrari F1 team. All this being said, there has been no successor declared as of yet, and we are all anxiously waiting to see what the future holds for the Ferrari Formula One team and its management. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment with who you think Binotto's replacement should be.